think that this show right here is kind of like your anti-media, if you will, because we couldn't get proper coverage in the traditional media. We have to try to reach out so that the true history of the South and even the true history of what's going on today is presented so that people can at least hear a different side of the story. We've kind of got to wrap up. You got any last thought?
No, I just appreciate your being there and being that voice of sanity in all the chaos.
Well, thank you, Tim, and we appreciate your call. Call back anytime.
Thank you.
I'd like to talk to the men of the South for a second. If you have any thought that you might have a Confederate ancestor, you owe it to the future generations of your family to research it and see what that person did. Their deeds are extraordinary. Even if you took away the dangers of battle, the marches they went through and, the suffering they went through is incredible. And they didn't go through that suffering except for the vision they had. And the vision they had was to be free and to be able to govern themselves, something that, we all agree with. And they were standing up against tyranny of the worst kind. The reason the South fought is the South was being invaded. And the invaders wanted to destroy our cities. In Charleston, the Federal Navy had the biggest fleet that's ever been at war on our shores, and their aim was to come in and turn their heavy cannons on the city of Charleston, and their monitors, they actually fired at the end of the war 425-pound projectiles, and they wanted to fire them into the civilian segments of the city. And it was the greatest defense of a city in the history of mankind. We're going to be back next week. Until we come back, fix bayonets, defend your liberty, because if you don't, no one else will. Any right that is not protected is ceded to the government. We'll be back next week. Radio Free Dixie.